Summer Wednesday.
It means you got no class.
School in the summer. You're just like school in the summer, you got no class.
That's right. Well, good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome. Thank you all for being here. And I wanted to kick things off with, I don't know if you knew this, but a lot of people, I don't know if they think we spit or anything, but we have an award for whoever sat in this chair.
Oh.
$5, sorry. All right.
People think that
All y'all hide in the back. You don't get no. Wait, Steve. He's checking them all.
Well, if there's 5 there ought to be 10 here, right?
Yeah, according to the report, that's the trend. Killer 10, you got going.
I'm kind of a numbers guy, though.
Yes, you are. You're quite a number, all right. Welcome, everybody. This is what we like to call game day for us, is because today at Leadership we get to pour into all y'all, and welcome online. Thank you for being here, and those of you watching in the future on YouTube. My name is Jamie Ogden. I'm the Chief Value Officer. And who's this guy?
Yes,
Who's my bodyguard?
There you go. He's Andy Richter to your Conan O'Brien.
Okay.
Security.
I need more to be more cloth.
You're about the right, you're not even tall enough, which is outrageous
Conan?
given your height.
Yeah, well, we
Conan's a
talked.
big man.
I'm sure we'll talk a lot about height today because Olivia's here and Ken is here. So let's just move on from that.
Giving you a preview of the short jokes coming in.
Well, Ken.
Oh, he left. Or either that or he's.
You just can't see him. He's actually behind the desk.
We don't have any booster seats.
Good.
Well, what is the mission for Keller Williams at large, Jason?
It's to build careers worth having,
Businesses worth owning,
lives worth living,
experiences worth giving, and
legacies worth leaving.
I like that one a lot. That's a good one. Hey, leaders, what do we got here for our values here at KWPR? Culture, integrity, impact, growth.
Keller Williams, we take the oath.
And do the hokey pokey and we turn ourselves around. That's why.
And yes, we chant this every morning in our huddles together.
Yes, we do.
So don't you feel bad you miss out on that. I know some of you know. Well, let's give it up for Aubrey. First of all, I love their logo. It's Aubrey Leisure, and then she kind of sneaks Jimmy in over here. No, I'm sure that's not the way you did it, Aubrey. I'm just messing with you. So Aubrey has had lots going on, and the biggest thing is I think it was 37 lots she put on the market last week, and had another couple big deals, and we just love to recognize her because she's been working so hard, and that's quite a big deal. Jason, don't you think?
It's a lot of work.
It is. It is a lot of work. So I don't want to get out into the dirt of all that, Joe. But who do you know that you'd like to nominate as Play of the Week, so that we can honor people, not just to today, but to your sphere, and so you know the great people that you work with, because I think that's important. Let's give it to her again. There you go, Aubrey. Perspective changers. So this is the say of the week. This is a follow-up on the Phil Jones opportunity we had a month ago. Sometimes we need to change their perspective. How do we do that? I don't know about you, but if I have an agent just telling me what to do or telling me what to think, I'm not thinking that. Maybe that's wrong, right, Lance? Sure. That's a lovely color on you. I like that.
Ooh, he is so springy and happy looking.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah.
You don't see it?
Wow. So this is how you do a perspective changer. It's how would you feel if, and then it depends on what you want to influence from that moment forward. So you could choose moments that either trigger positive or negative emotions that the change comes about from. So if we want someone to change, it usually comes from a really positive, I want that, or to a negative, I don't want to miss out on that. So the example given here is in 6 months, if we were still on the market and someone else beat you to that, well, excuse me, how would you feel if in 6 months we were still on the market and someone beat you to that dream home?
I would feel sad, Jamie. I would feel very sad,
Yes.
because that's my dream home.
Would that move you to make a quicker
Right,
decision, or at least to change your perspective
I
a
might
little
have to
bit?
do something about that. I don't want to be left out in the cold.
Hence, the say of the week. Thank you. I will post that on social media later today. And, oh, I don't have the walk-ups, you'll just miss one, but
That's
let's
fine, I don't need
have.
a walk-up music, I don't need a walk-up.
Yes, you do, but that's okay, you'll have a walk-out music.
So everybody knows this is the month of June, and June is kind of a fun month because that means CEs are due and their license renews. For those of you that are in 2025 renewal, they are due by June 30th. We strongly urge you to get them done by June 15th so that your CE providers have time to update, to get those certificates of completion to the Department of Commerce. Now, a lovely extra little monkey wrench that's been thrown into the mix is budget talks and potentials of not approving budgets and potential for government shutdown pieces, which could affect the Department of Commerce, which means if you don't get if you don't get your CEs done, your license lapse, and if we have to renew your license, there's going to be a delay because Department of Commerce, the license is affected by the shutdown. So that means it could be a week, a day, a month, who knows how the government will get that figured out. And so you could be without your license and not being able to work as an agent or represent yourself as an agent for an extended period of time. So, not trying to do this to scare you guys, but please get your stuff in well before the time so that we don't have to get gray hairs on like the 29th of June. That would be fabulous. I really like my dark hair, so I don't wanna have to go balding. That'd be fabulous.
You agree? Start with, how would you feel if?
How would you feel if you couldn't work as of July 1st as an agent? You couldn't get paid as an agent.
Krista, we need to have a talk.
So,
Forced vacation?
how many do you want to get paid in July? Nobody wants to get paid in July? Awesome, I will take all your deals. Fabulous. Great. Also, your third quarter dues are coming up for MLS. So please make sure you get your dues paid by the end of the month. If they're not paid by the 8th of July or approximately the 8th of July, your MLS access will be shut off. If it is not done by the end of July, probably around like the 25th, 6th, your license will go back to the state. Because if you don't get it paid and your license isn't back to the state, our access is shut off from the MLS, and that ain't happening, because Olivia will have my head. So, please, let me have a job. Thanks. Appreciate it. Any questions, see me at my office. Thanks.
All right, next walk-up song, let's go with Misha.
That was my song. Thank you, sir. I forgot that was my song, I like it. So I'm doing the coaching update, and I just wanted to inform the Market Center that I'm stepping out of the PC role. It's been a wonderful learning experience, and I am looking forward. I'm looking forward to focusing on my personal business and my family. And there is a new PC coach in place. Oh, I was supposed to get this thing. Dang it. Yes, thank you. Mary Keller is gonna be our PC coach. It's not yet. It's the wonderful Jason.
Done for the red.
As many of you know, I've been what I like to call PC adjacent for a while now. Really since I've been here, I've been very involved in the PC program, supporting it as tech director, which I will continue to do. A significant portion of my tech director duties involve working with new agents in a lot of different capacities, so there's a lot of overlap. in that segment. And it just makes sense that we continue that process. With that in mind, there are a couple things I just want you to be on the lookout for over the next couple of weeks or so. The first thing is, and I want to make sure that I'm clear about everything that I'm moving forward with is not a reflection of things that we haven't done. It's more a reflection of how we're going to make that more public to you and more transparent to you so you can be successful and you can feel comfortable that the people you refer will also be successful. And one of those transparencies is we'll be having something for our new agents called Open House Certified, or as I like to call it, Host Certified, so that it will be clear to you that there are people who can step in and do your open houses if you aren't able to do them, which would just be nice. And I would prefer, part of what I'm building is the opportunity for you to contact me directly if you need somebody to do that, and I will find them for you, rather than you having to toss it out on Facebook and hoping and praying that you get an answer, having to check it every few hours, see if there's somebody there. I'd like to make it a one-stop shop for you, which is a big belief we have as a leadership team. How can we make things easier and simpler for you as agents? As part of that, though, I do have a bit of a request. And each of you have probably at some course in your real estate career been at a safety class where they say, hey, you really should have 2 people at an open house. That'd be a really great idea. Because having 2 people just makes it safer. I've got an idea for who that second person could be. You have a lot of PC agents who need to shadow expert, experienced, outstanding salespeople in the real estate business like yourselves. And so there will be times when I need to reach out and say, hey, I know you've got an open house coming up this weekend. How'd you like to have somebody there keeping you safe? And that way they can learn from you what goes on in an open house. And if it ever gets slow, which we know none of our open houses get slow because we do a great job promoting them, but if it does, maybe they can learn a couple things and see how you're doing your business and hopefully learn some things to help you be successful. The reason that I'm talking about open houses so much, though, right now is because we know agents as a whole get their first leads from one of 2 places. Their sphere, and when I say their sphere, like mom or dad, or an open house. Those are the 2 places most agents get their first set of leads. And we're going to be doubling really strongly down on that effort to make sure that we're there to help you out. And as more houses are staying on the market a little longer, there's a bigger opportunity to run more open houses. So as we're seeing that, we're just trying to fit with the business and do what's right. Future things that we'll see for the agents will be things like a showing specialist, so you can feel comfortable that people in the PC program have been through specific training to help them be great at showing. So if you're out of town, you need somebody to take over that, you can know these people are ready to go. And once again, if you need that, I would love to be in a place to help you out in one-stop shop. So I have people who are ready and able to do that, and they've been through the things that make those things different for you. In the long run, our goal hasn't changed. It is to help and serve agents and impact lives. And that's really what we're here about. And I'm so thankful for Misha, who's allowed me to be part of her program till now. And going forward, it's just a small change to continue something that we're already really great at. But I do want to open up to any questions you might have for me or about the program in general.
I have a quick question.
Yes, go ahead.
On the calendar, I see a lot of new agent orientation things.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
We have found, and what we have found in listening to our agents' feedback as they're coming on board, that sometimes our process is far too convoluted, that they have to make appointments with 6 different people to figure out when it is that they get things done, and I gotta make an appointment with this guy and this gal and these people, and I gotta go meet this person, and I still don't know what I have to do with my forms. So what we're offering is a 1-day option. All the orientations for all of the different leaders are available in one stop, so they can come in on a Wednesday, get everything done, and move on with their day and their career being fully on track. Another additional part of that is parts of the orientation that are specifically geared towards newer agents are pushed to the back half of that day. So experienced agents can feel good. They can come in and know that I only have to spend half a day, where the newer agents who might need to learn a few more things that aren't out there, they'll have to stay extra. Yes, go ahead.
Are they all welcome to, are they all open to the entire MC, or is it
I
just?
can't imagine any reason why we would deny access to somebody who's been here for 20 years to get reoriented. But if that's something, but For example, Karina does some great classes on, that we're building into the orientation, so the MCA orientation and how to get your paycheck will kind of be built into that thing. So if you have interest in that, that might be an example of something you're interested in. Or our broker boot camps will also be held on Wednesdays, some of them will be held on Wednesdays, so if those are things that are important to you, you can be part of that process.
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying.
Those of you who have worked with Jason and see how he works, he is extremely efficient, so if you're wondering if he could tackle the tech piece as well as this, I would say I even have one more job for him somewhere to add on to it, to keep him going, because he gets it done so fast, so well, so I hope that y'all take advantage of both. I also want to recognize whenever I have a guest that we have Grayson Shanky in the back there. Let's say hey to Grayson. It's a Walker song, y'all. Coming up to talk? No, I'm just playing. All right. Speaking of people who are not coming up to talk, today Toddy is not able to. She is taking care of Gus. Gus is on the struggle bus right now, and we really need Gus, or she really needs to tend to Gus. And we have Grace.
Okay.
too old for her.
Yeah, I don't know.
Most of them are.
So, some events happening today. We have a free CE class right after the team meeting in here at 12:30. So if you don't have your CE done, come in here.
Which many of you
What is
don't.
it?
What's in the list?
Home warranties.
Have the
and
list.
It's one elective,
Home
hours,
warranties.
so.
Home warranties.
Okay, and then we have Karina's MCA orientation, which Jason just brought up. That's at 2 o'clock today, also in here. So come to that if you're interested. Okay, Father's Day is coming up, so we want to show you how much we appreciate you. And tomorrow we're going to be doing donuts for dads out in the lobby. So grab a donut. You don't have to be a dad to get a donut. You can sneak one by. We won't say anything. So go for
Although
it.
watch out
Sorry,
for Jason, because he's
Yeah,
very
he might be guarding it all day tomorrow.
donut-y.
Okay, we appreciate you a brunch. We're doing this on the 25th. We're gonna have breakfast in here, a coffee cart out in the lobby, and a photo op for you to be able to take photos. And it's gonna be really great. We're really excited about it. Toddy and I have been talking about this for a while and making it super cute out there. So yeah, be sure to be here on the 25th, so we can tell you how much we appreciate you.
What time?
It'll be kind of like an all-day thing, but in the morning, starting at 10 o'clock.
And it will be following, or there will be a team meeting that day with Jason Kirkant as the panelist, talking about his new opportunity of being in Gary's top 70. Oh, that's a big deal. I'm excited to hear more about it.
Okay, then the barbecue. We have a sign up now. So please scan this QR code and sign up for any dishes to bring, like side dishes. KWPR takes care of all the meat and buns. But we would love for you to bring like fruit trays, dessert, drinks, everything. It's always a really good turnout and we're really excited for it. So it'll be outside on the 9th. I'll leave it up there so more people can see it. You guys. It'll also be in the Facebook group and the Friday email, so get it there. Did you get it, Karina?
Can't get it, I think the,
Oh, the Zoom is
Mikey's
blocked.
in the way.
yeah, the Zoom thing is in the way.
Mikey's in the way.
There it is.
Did you use it?
I think we're good. Okay.
We're good.
Okay, profit share contest. So if you didn't notice that beautifully decked out cooler over there, that is one of the prizes for this year's profit share contest. It starts today and it goes through July 7th. So you can see Jason or CC if you have a referral. And we'll be doing the drawing at the barbecue on the 9th for the prizes. So that's the gist on that.
Yeah, what we're looking for is, this is what we've done in the past is, we really wanna, what do you like to say, warm the oven?
Preheat
the oven.
Oh, preheat, sorry, I'm a microwave guy. I preheated that before, it doesn't work really well. So, we look for, what we're gonna do is have a three-way text or a three-way email with you and of course, and the person of which you know, who you wanna change their life. Remember, we're talking about legacies worth leaving? Well, freedom, because you're making that much more in profit share monthly, gives you more freedom to choose life, as opposed to life choosing you. And then we have, at the end of it, we're gonna do a drawing for the Yeti, for a dinner with Olivia. Did you know that?
Ooh, fun.
I didn't know that, you told me.
Okay.
You didn't ask, you told me.
Oh, you accept
I was
that?
voluntold.
Oh, let me get, there's a few more things I wanna tell you. And then $100 gift cards. We take this serious, we wanna prime the pump so that she can continue to crush it. She's ahead of schedule, from our perspective as a TL, and it's fun and she's dynamic. We wanna get her out there. And, we want you to choose teammates that you wanna have that'll help you make your business better. And I'm trying to ignore Jason just because it's fun. Jason?
I have a question about the Olivia dinner. Does she pick the place or does the person pick the place? Because if Kelly wins, I want Olivia to have to go to Taco Bell.
Then I pick the place. Because I will not.
It just needs to be dog friendly. Dog friendly pork.
Cat cafe, anybody?
They're good? Thanks, Grace.
Thanks, Grace.
All right, next coming up is one of our vendors. We have Christina with Brandel Anderson. Come on up, Chris, are you ready?
There you go. It's good to see you guys again. You're such a fun group. I always appreciate you letting me come in and do my little song and dance.
Oh, go ahead.
I can't. We like dancing. I've seen a lot of you before, but I'll just kind of go through my whole spiel again. I'm representing Brandel Anderson. We are a local home builder. My office is really just 10 minutes from here. But we build homes in a variety of communities and areas, mostly in this southern metro area. We have what we're seeing a lot of, and I'm sure some of you are, one level living. We offer single family villa homes, one level townhomes, and we have those available in a variety of locations, including Farmington, Apple Valley. We do one level single family homes in our two-story communities, which we're seeing a lot of one level living opportunities there, that they don't want an association. They don't want to live, confined to certain things. So we're seeing a lot more just builds on the one level front. But we offer the two-story single family homes, and we offer multi-level townhomes as well. We build from, right now I have current building going on in Amber Grove Heights, Farmington, coming soon in Lakeville. This fall we'll be doing single family properties, townhomes in Apple Valley, townhomes in Savage, single family in Carver and Shakopee. Just recently sold out in our Eden Prairie community. That kind of was fast and furious. That was a great location for us. So we have the townhomes and villa homes coming in Chanhassen this fall. So that's an exciting opportunity for us as well. We offer to-be-built homes if you have buyers that are very specific about their needs. We allow our buyers to customize their homes with even moving walls inside a little bit. If they have specific finishes they want, we really work with them. We're not your production builder that these are the homes we build, these are the homes everybody's gonna want. So we wanna work with you and your clients to make this a personal experience for them. What else do I wanna tell you? We love our partnerships, we love our realtors. We are still paying our realtors per their buyer representation agreement up to 2.7%. And we make the process very easy. We understand that you're busy, your buyers are busy. If they wanna come out, we have our models open 7 days a week, noon to 5. If they wanna come out during those times when it's best for them and you happen to have
something else going on, give my new home consultant a call, pre-register them. They will make sure to keep you in the loop with everything. We have, as I mentioned, to-be-built homes, but we also have spec homes, because we also understand that some people don't want to do that double move, or they've sold their home and now they need the next place to go. And please consider new construction, because we do have spec homes available in our communities that we can do that quick close on, professionally designed, so the selections are beautiful. So don't, make sure you think about new construction too, when you have buyers even looking for that 30, 60, 90-day move-in. We have a variety of homes that will fit that need as well. What else do I want to talk about?
Christina?
Yeah.
What price points are we starting at?
Depending on what you're looking for, we have townhomes starting at $399 complete. We have a couple spec homes in Savage that are priced at that. We are topping out in Woodbury at 1.3 for a single family. So we have a variety of prices depending on product and depending on budget. Some people really want those higher end finishes within their home, which drives it up, but they don't have to. I believe, I shop our competition as well, as far as what we include in our base homes is above what our competition does as far as finishes. We do site finish trim as a standard in our single family homes. Right now, in most of my single family neighborhoods, I'm including a lower level finish as a special. So you can get that extra square footage right off of the bat. LVP flooring on the main courts, stainless steel appliances. So we try to take a look at, some of those things that people feel nickel and dimed over, that, well, here's your base price, but you don't get to live in it for that. So we try to really stay on top of what the market is telling us and try to make that moving process simpler. Other questions?
Thank you.
Perfect, thank you. I'll leave these behind. There's a map of all of our locations with the product type, so if you're looking at a certain area and wondering if we've built there, our website is amazing, check it out, and then just fun facts of why we like working with you.
Will you be available after the team meeting during lunch for
How long is your meeting?
We go until 12.
Oh, hang on.
Fabulous.
Wonderful.
And thank you for providing lunch.
Of course.
Speaking to the right crowd with new construction, because there's lots of studs and models in here. You guys don't believe in it? I'm usually the before model. Let's see, next step is, let's go bring up the right group, come on up.
That's a good one.
10 feet tall and
I was thinking it was gonna be baby shark.
I'll do some shouty.
Shouty.
All right, y'all get your Kahoot up.
Here we go.
Grace, I need to these.
We're gonna cut it down from 15 minutes of setup to 7 minutes.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah, that's true. Alright. Is that
Oh, did the answers flash on the screen? Oh,
there it is. There it is.
all right. QRA or
Let's go Cahooters.
Dude. This will take these all in. Oh, there you go.
starting?
There you go. Scotty, you're changing your name every time.
I am.
Okay.
You'll see my name.
Ovulate, e-money. I
We
like
almost
these
have to
names.
have a contest for like
That's actually
best
fun.
name.
Name, yeah,
Like,
for
that's
sure.
feeling that.
Bonus points.
This is a slow
It's loaded, but it's kind of slow.
Oh, you're downloading that.
Yeah.
You can just put on
On the.
shoot.
Oh, I wanted to know.
Alright, give it like another 30 seconds, 45 seconds.
You got Dawn, not.
Maybe are you already?
I'm just,
Turn the page.
Everybody good? Oh, see, chicken.
Going twice. Anyone still waiting?
Alright.
Let's go. Oh, we have the lights.
Yeah, the first switch.
Thanks. Better get this one right.
Okay,
you gotta back up.
what is the correct acronym used when an appraisal is not required for a property?
Yay.
Oh, I hit the wrong one.
Oh, do you know it? Yeah, you can't go back.
I can't go back.
It's all about speed. Alright, get your answers in. Alright, that is right, PIW, property inspection waivers. So on those conventional loans, we all love seeing them, getting that waiver. Does anyone know the lowest amount down typically that you're gonna see a property inspection waiver for down payments?
10.
Yes, we don't have any. You can see them all the way down to 10.
Really?
It's very rare. I got one at 15 recently. But there are gonna be some times where you get a waiver or like a PDR, like something called an ACE PDR, which we don't need to get into that. That'll be for the next code. A property inspection waiver where you don't have to do an appraisal. Can you get an appraisal if your client doesn't want to exercise the waiver?
Yes.
You can. But if that appraisal comes in lower than your PIW, you're using that appraisal. So I've had a handful of clients that do not like getting the waiver. Can't tell you why, but we try our best to explain that. But I can see it from a consumer perspective where they don't necessarily want that waiver, but I have seen people say, I don't want to exercise the waiver, and then we have to go and get an appraisal at that point. So PIW, good job.
Alright,
I mean, shocking.
Whoa.
Look at it.
Look at you.
Scotty did say she was like, I'm gonna win this round.
what do you call the process of fighting an appraisal result?
Wow, look at that. So it is, we love our acronyms in the mortgage world. A lot of times you'll call it an ROV or reconsideration of value. We hosted an event about 2.5 years ago, and I actually think a couple people in this room went to it, where it was an Ask an Appraiser event, and it was awesome. I had this idea to bring in a corporate appraiser that was on the private appraisal side of things for 22 years, and they're an appraiser that worked for my own company, and they came and presented, and it was a really awesome, enlightening conversation with like asking appraisers how they develop their decision making and like how the reconsideration of value process works. As we move forward, we're gonna have a lot more on reconsideration of values and appraisal disputes, because that's something that has been coming up more often as prices continue to go up. But yeah, reconsideration of value is when you go in to dispute the appraisal and you have to go through the lender, and then the lending team can send that reconsideration value in, so. All right.
Which type of short-term loan is paid off when the seller's existing home is sold?
Nice, okay. This one actually, I'm really glad to see so many people got this one, because bridge loan, there's a huge misconception as to what like a bridge loan is, and then like a short-term recastable loan. So people will oftentimes say like, hey, we've got a buyer that wants to buy a house, they've got $200,000 in equity, we're going to buy a 400K home, can we get a bridge loan? That's actually not the right term. A bridge loan is typically something that's short-term, that gets paid in full once the existing home sells. So there's actually like, most lenders will say like, well, a bridge loan is something that will be paid in completion at the end of the sale of that home. It's a short-term loan, usually comes with a lot of, not a lot, but it usually comes with fees, a little bit of a higher interest rate, but it's always meant to just be a short-term loan. What I think a lot of people, especially in the real estate world, are looking for is a loan that you can get into the new home with like minimum down, you sell your existing home, move a good portion of that equity in the next home, and then you can recast the loan down. So like you're removing or reducing the principal, and you're lowering the payment. That's called a recastable loan. So it's still a 30-year fixed conventional, 30-year fixed product, but a lot of people call that a bridge loan, but it's not a bridge loan. It's actually a traditional loan that can be recast. Can you recast, and Bryce, you can't answer this question, can you recast a VA loan?
Sure. I'll say yes.
Go ahead, Bryce. Or maybe Bryce, did I throw Bryce on the bus? You can't recast a VA loan. So there are rules with VA loans that like, if we're gonna do this route, there are some people that qualify for more than one VA loan at a time. We actually have a client right now that qualifies to use eligibility on multiple properties. And they're like, well, if I sell my home after I buy this next home, can I recast my loan? And the answer is no. So you gotta kind of watch that. It's just refinanceable. So bridge loan, paid in full. All right.
What does URLA stand for?
Or IRLA. I'll give you a hint. It's at the, no, I'm not gonna give you a hint. I'm gonna take it back. Nice, that's really good. Yes, IRLA is just the Uniform Residential Loan Application. A lot of people, if you're being talked about in IRLA, you can ignore it. Like, you shouldn't need to know that. Uniform Residential Loan Application is what the lender takes upfront from a loan application perspective. Next.
Technology, what is the average amount of time it takes to close on a mortgage loan?
This is nationwide. Nice, okay. Shockingly enough, as of at the end of last year, the average time to procure a mortgage loan was 43 days in the US. Now, I wish we could have pulled statewide data because Minnesota is lower, but it's not lower by as much as you would think. Minnesota is like, I wanna say around 41.2 days was the number. I haven't seen a 41-day contract in a very long time, so I don't know where they're pulling that data from, but according to ICE Mortgage Technology, which is, they are the ones that aggregate all the data through the tech, it's 43 days start to finish. And that, by start to finish, we mean like a triggered RESPA loan application date in, final acceptance dates to the day that we fund the loan. So 43 days. We're doing that a lot faster, so. Scotty takes that.
After college, Ken went on an ill-advised soul-searching journey for 3.5 months. What did he do?
Maybe Monique got this one.
It was a moment of growth.
I did not pick this question.
That didn't happen.
It didn't happen. Need to speak.
That's a really fun office.
Should I get to pick what I wanted you to do?
Yeah, sure.
Went to see the Scotty Llama.
People are like, oh, that's a reasonable thing to do. Living in a van is not. After, not gonna get into too much detail about, did you get this right?
Yeah, he did.
All right, good, okay.
Oh, yeah, you told the story.
So, after college, not that any of this should matter, but after college, I decided to do what everyone does with their hard-earned degree and disappoint their parents. And 3 of my buddies got into 2 transit vans and went west. We didn't have a plan, and we had no money, and we didn't have any jobs. And we lived in a van down by a river. Rock climbed for like 3 months. And then, fun bonus question for down the road. I got a job as a whitewater. What?
Don't tell us that it's gonna be.
I'm not gonna put this on. Whitewater rafting instructor. And to be clear, I don't know anything about whitewater. No one died while I was doing it, which is good.
And if they would have, they couldn't have complained about your service.
What are you gonna do? Sue the guy that has no money? Take my van.
What river were you on?
I don't know. We're in like the White Hills, Montana area. And we had 2 routes. I worked there for maybe a week and a half. And then they realized like, oh, this guy doesn't know. And yeah, so that was fun. I did have to like pass a test and do all that stuff. And my buddy Peter and I, we were just like on the front of the raft, which wasn't as much detail as you needed to know. You just needed to know how to swim. So, all right.
Oh.
Who is the sloth here?
Kelly.
Alright,
And you have a prize for last night.
oh, yeah, did you figure out, do you want us to throw that shade?
No, just text it to me, cause
Okay.
I think bad joke teller, got last place.
Okay,
And that'd be
we
Jamie,
will make
so I
sure
just
that.
thought I should have.
I would assume that'd be Jamie.
One more quick announcement is, on the 25th, we are gonna start, we're gonna have a launch for something called the Mutual Club, which is, essentially if you are excited about or are on the path or really close to on the path for Agent Plus, it's on Agent Appreciation Day, I believe, so we'll all be here for that, and then afterwards, we're gonna have an event, more details to follow on that. We're not sure if we're gonna do it off-site, but this will be just a really casual, fun get-together for us to just, hang out as a squad and kind of get an idea of who's gonna be doing this program. And then from there on out, we're gonna kind of have some structure around, best practices, scripting, process-oriented conversations and stuff like that, accountability. So Mutual Club on the 25th, and we'll have more details to follow, I'm sure, coming out. So, all right.
So, yeah, it's good. And cool part, Ken was nice enough to do a Kahoot earlier. And here are the results.
Oh, no.
Thanks. There we go. How do you know if you're a heightist? Dog kicker got 10 out of 10. Gary Keller got 1 right, which is kind of scary. And then Ken, you were just came up a little short. So, well, thank you for that one, that was fun. But seriously, thank you for the whole Kahoots, it's really fun, and appreciate you very much, brings some life. So we're a little bit shorter, we won't respect your time, get to that food. I should have reminded you that there's food, because now your stomach is saying, I want food. So stop thinking about food. Did it work? No, okay. So set it before you regret it. We're not trying to make it sound like too much like, hey, you're gonna regret, come at it from a negative. It's just that the summer's coming. We've been talking a lot about control. What are things we can control? What are things we can do more of and be better with to gain more control, whether it's Agent Plus or using Lisa downstairs because you're saving time, and she's a pro. She's amazing. So what are some other ways we can do this? And one way we're looking at it, we had a mega agents group last week that was an amazing group, and since the conversation continued, we're like, well, let's continue it here. So this is just an open forum. Hopefully you'll be willing to share. And when you're at the cabin, we just want you to be able to know that you've done everything you can with your deals, so that when you're here, you can be here. Okay? When you're there, you can be there, be here. So, let's be proactive for a smooth transaction. So, Jason added the sometimes, which is very good. Sometimes clients are not the problem. Surprises are. We love surprises in a transaction, don't we? Those are fun. Some of them, can we head off early? Can we premeditate them? Are there things we can do up front? Who's bold to say, what's a moment in a recent deal that you could have been smoother upfront communication? You know what we're looking for here? We're looking for, you're meeting with them the first time or second time, whatever happens, and then an inspection situation goes wrong, or whatever it might be. Anyone have one recently? You look back, oh, I wish I would have communicated this better. No? Oh, good. Everyone's that good, Jason. I like that. Oh, we'll just keep going. So, why do we want to set expectations up front? Again, we also talked recently about setting our own expectations and expectations with people. What does this do? Reduces the emotion, right? Because as you know, once those clouds start building up in your client's head, it's tough to get them out of that, right? It reduces friction because you're working with each other, and reduces stress. I don't know about y'all, but I'd like to reduce that. And of course, it puts you as the expert, because as you are anticipating things in advance, as they're sitting there, they're like, oh my gosh, you are the pro, because you're saying, here's what to expect, here's what's coming, and to be able to anticipate that puts you as the expert. And it builds trust with the clients and better decisions overall. So we have a few top friction points to head off. I don't know about you guys ever enjoy the teeter? Is it a teeter-totter or a seesaw?
I love those things.
Who says seesaw?
Seesaw.
See, isn't that weird? It's like Greta. Seesaw. So I loved these things because I was always the bigger guy. So I had the power in this situation. But I paid for it later. But here's where deals get wobbly. So let's set these expectations early. However, this is where I paid for it. I don't know about you guys. I know a lot of us still have skin somewhere on some of these. This is actually the remains of a child that And then if you look out here, there's another kid that just and then they all ran away. So I don't know you, but that's where I got my payback.
They didn't get hot either, those slides.
No. Well, in Canada, you just froze to it, just stuck to it. Put your tongue on it.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe we should go back to what we were talking about. I'm glad you enjoyed that. So price reductions. Here's obviously the conversation. We had a great call the other day. Where is it?
I was actually, as soon as I saw that, I was gonna mention, we talked about that a couple of weeks ago, didn't we?
Yeah.
On the Tuesday call.
Tuesday call. It's.
Was that Maria?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So when does the price reduction conversation start?
Before you list the house.
Yes.
Is everyone in agreement on that?
Yes.
Is that new to somebody? And again, one of the things that we talked about with Phil Jones is talk about it as a going to market price. It's fluid that way. It's not here is the price. It's hard to restart a price reduction conversation if you didn't preempt it. Jenny, can I put you on the spot?
It seems like you already did.
Didn't
He calls me Jenny, I'm like, who's Jenny?
Oh.
Yes, you can.
Schlagster, tell us about your recent price reduction. How'd you set that up?
We talked about it when we were writing up the listing, and I said the market will tell us within the first weekend if we're priced right, based on how many showings and how much interest we have, and just kind of prepared them for a timeline. You know, we don't want to sit on a price for too long. So we're price reducing. They're ready. They were ready. Dropped them before we even got there.
So entering into that conversation was a lot easier.
Yes.
Thank you. Anyone else have something they want to share is how they do this? Steve?
For years, I've used the expression, we need to think about repositioning ourselves in the market.
rather than a price, using the word price reduction. I love that. Agree, again, Phil Jones says, we need a refresh, a new day one. That could include new pictures, that could include a new price. How about anyone else? Colin, do you want to speak to what we spoke of? Or I could paraphrase you, and then you get frustrated because I wouldn't say it right.
Yeah, just go ahead and remind me what I said, no.
How, like 10 days, 10 showings, 5%, 10%?
I love your 10%.
Yeah, look at the, excuse me, you got me choked up. Look at your average days on market for wherever you're selling. And we know if we've had 10 people through that property, now I'm not talking 10 through on the first Saturday, but if we've had a run and we've had 10 people through, or we get to the average days on market, we know that number one, 10 people have rejected the property. And number two, once we hit that days on market, quite frankly, whichever comes first, we know we are at least 5% too high. At least. And if we go along and we don't have any showings or very few showings, that probably tells us we're 7 to 10% too high.
Colin, would you use that term reject, that 10 people have rejected the property?
At the kitchen table, I absolutely do.
Wow.
Because they don't have the emotion of the whole showing activity yet, and they remember it. And the other thing I do is I hold my hand almost in their face, and I will tell them, 10 showings or whatever it is, 24 days on the market, whichever comes first, if we don't have an offer, we are at least 5% too high. That's exactly how I do it.
Did you have them sign an agreement up front?
Only if we are agreeing to go on at a price that is not what I suggest or what I feel comfortable with. If they want to test the market, and I think it's reasonable, and they'll agree up front to schedule reductions in price, fine.
Anyone else have any other price reduction strategies that work for them they want to share? Nicole?
It's not a specific strategy, but there's a really great podcast that just came out this week on empire building. I don't know if anybody listens to them. It's like 5 women agents, and they literally are talking about like this topic. So it gives you ideas on how to handle that conversations, things to do before throwing out the price reduction. And it's just like the best podcast ever. So listen to it, and it will give you some awesome advice on it.
You can find the link to that podcast at kwpr-dashboard.com.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's outstanding. They spoke to leadership on Monday. We have a leadership call. And those ladies were on there speaking to it. So it's great timing that you share that. Thanks for that insight. Anybody else? Ready? Move on to the next one. We will cover one more and then we'll go grab some grub. Another area of our transactions we can gain control over in advance is inspections and cold feet. That grosses me out. How about you?
Kind of makes me blue.
Yeah, little squirmitis there. So I'm sure you all have a dialogue that you have. This one was just one we added so that people wanted to refresh on one, but remember that the inspector's job is to find every single flaw, no matter how minor. Try not to get overwhelmed by their findings. We'll focus on the bigger picture and any significant issues. And I used to say anything that affects the price that we agreed on significantly. There was a significant something that changes the offer of what you thought you were buying. How do some of you all do this up front? Do you do this at the first buyer's consult or seller's meeting? When do you discuss the inspection part with them? Up front, first meeting?
And then a reminder before the inspection.
Yes.
Bingo.
Another good script that I've used is building off of this, is letting them know the majority of what you're going to receive in that inspection report is essentially an owner's manual for the house. They're gonna point out all the maintenance things you need to keep in mind moving forward.
It's also important to have a conversation with your inspector. I mean, what are your expectations for that conversation? What are they gonna do? How do they deliver the message? So you can understand that better. If you have to use an inspector you haven't used before, or it's the first time, or they've chosen somebody, having a good idea of how they're gonna approach it, how they're gonna relate the information is important to know too. Because again, we're talking about eliminating surprises, and the best way to eliminate surprise is to have a good understanding of what's coming up. And that's really what your clients want, is to have a good understanding. So the more you can explain ahead of time and be clear, the better position you're gonna be later to have discussions with them that are challenging.
And if they're interviewing other agents and you went as far as to absolutely illuminate the path, so it's as clear as it can be, given, what you know at that moment, that puts you so far above and beyond. You just get rid of emotions, and you're able to use logic, and they're able to go, yes, I'm going with Tricia. Tricia has it all mapped out. I feel really good about this.
So this is more, geared toward what we say to our buyers, but I also will say to my sellers when we talk about inspection, hopefully we're gonna be dealing with an agent who has prepped or coached their buyers to that we're looking for health and safety issues and not, maintenance or wear and tear. So I think it's important to prep the sellers as well for inspections.
I love that, because what else are you priming there? The importance of them having an agent, right? You're saying, this is what a professional will do with their buyer, and that will help them get to the closing table, versus I don't want to pay any money to an agent, right? Love that, thank you. Anything else, people? Well, actually, we're about done, so I would share, Sarah Anderson's not, and she's out enjoying Key West. That's awesome, and I hope more of y'all have time to blow out your blowhole. And so I hope her blowhole is real, I don't know, whatever. I don't know what it is.
Going down the slippery slope.
Like it to be debris-free.
Yes, it's clear, clean, and I just lost everyone with that. However, again, it's important to use the just imagine. So as your client gets that big report and they're kind of freaked out and you're just saying focus on the big thing, it's again very important to help go, well, just imagine 4 months from now, will this be as big of a deal for you while you're at the pool with the kids, whatever it might be. So it's up to you to reset their mind and set their vision, and we'll move forward to the end. And that your deals run smoothest when your clients see the entire road ahead. So the more you can illuminate this, the more you're in control, the more referrals you'll get, and we all win. And I'm sure we'll all win if we fill our tummies. Are we ready to eat?
I have just.
Maria, please.
I'm sorry, I have a really quick thing. Melissa and I hadn't even touched base about it, but this afternoon from 2:30 to 4 o'clock at Crooked Pint in Maplewood is a SPAR Leadership Connect event. If anybody's interested in the future of getting into the leadership role kind of within SPAR, there's some good opportunities coming up for some connection events. Touch base with Melissa and I, and we can kind of get you guys connected. That's an open forum, so if anybody's up in Maplewood, I know it's last minute, but 2:30 to 4, they'll have like kind of an open, like a happy hour. Yeah, I mean, I just think Kelly and I are gonna go up.
Oh,
So if anybody else wants to hop in, we're gonna go road cruise.
I don't know how you can resist that, everybody.
Totally.
And then one last thing, let's check this chair here.
I should have thought about it, so you remember that.
Another $5, you sat in the wrong one, Steve. All right.
That's what you get for trying to take my chair.
I don't know who's trying to buy me out, but look what I found under my chair. Wow. look under a lot of chairs to get that one. So, we love you, we thank you, we love being in business with you. Find time to blow out your blowhole, focus on what needs focus on, gain more control over your business, and let's go fill our bellies. Thank you.
Last year was JV and. Yeah, and that's why.
We'll take another one when,
At least a bag of potato chips.
You can.
where are you?
Grub, grub.
And she